let's move on to a couple of fun topics before we get back to the serious stuff. And with main topic number 4, here's the thing. I know we live in an era of reboots and remakes and stuff, but there are some things that really should just be left alone. And one of them is the Ren and Stimpy show. Now, here's the thing. I love Ren and Stimpy. I really love Ren and Stimpy. I remember watching as a kid. That show holds up extremely well. When you watch it now, it's amazing it ever aired on Nickelodeon. It was so far ahead of its time. This would not be allowed on a kid's channel at all. And maybe that's why the new Ren and Stimpy show coming out is going to be a reimagining that will air on Comedy Central. But this is still not good news in any way. So here's what it says. A reimagined Ren and Stimpy will be returning to television after nearly 25 years off the air, without original creator John Kricfalusi, who was accused of sexual misconduct a few years back. And that's a problem. I mean, you might be looking at me like, what are you saying? Trust me, I'll explain. Comedy Central has greenlit the new series based off the groundbreaking Nickelodeon cartoon that originally aired from 1991 to 1996, of which, by the way, there's only 3 seasons during that time. Like, this show was not productively very fast. Viacom CBS, the owner of both cable networks, has provided few details of the reboot, but says that a new creative team at Nickelodeon Animation Studios will helm the project. Quote, "We are excited to reinvent this iconic franchise with a new creative team and our partners at Nickelodeon Animation Studio. Ren and Stimpy joins our rapidly expanding roster of adult animation, including South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and Clone High." Geez, did we just never leave the 90s? "As we continue to reimagine our treasure chest of beloved IP for new generations." The Clone High reboot does not yet have a network attached. So there are 2 problems, and we'll kind of take them one by one. But the first one is that this is going to be a reimagining for adults. Well, Ren and Stimpy had an adult cartoon, and it was awful. You want to know how awful it was? This thing was canceled after 2 episodes, and it only aired 3 of the 6 that were made, and 13 were ordered. Like, the reception to this thing was just putrid. I remember actually watching the premiere episode on Spike TV with my brother and my cousins. And keep in mind, I'm like 16, I believe, and they're like 14, 13, 12. We're all like definitely looking for some adult humor. And the whole episode revolved around Ren and Stimpy eating boogers and phlegm and mucus. It was like, and we all, 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes, 10 minutes into the thing, we kind of had, like, the first commercial break hit, and we were all kind of like, oh, this sucks. This is a charming show, and it wasn't funny, and so we've seen what Ren and Stimpy do with an adult concept party. I'm not interested in seeing that again. But here's the other reason. This man, the creator of Ren and Stimpy, will not be involved. Now, let me paraphrase by saying he shouldn't be involved. This guy, and I am definitely a separate the art from the artist type of guy, but this guy definitely has done some very illegal behavior. I do believe he should be in jail, and so I am not surprised they do not want to hire him back. And he has admitted to doing these things. So that's, he dated, well, dated's a very, very kind word. He did things with 16-year-old girls, totally ruined their lives. He's not someone I would personally, and he admitted to it, so he's someone I would not want to work with again. It doesn't mean his work isn't good, it's just he is not a stable man. But here's the thing, the Ren and Stimpy show is so much about his personality that it's hard to do without him. I mean, granted, he did oversee the adult party cartoon, and that was no picnic either. But when he left the original Ren and Stimpy show, it suffered, it wasn't funny, the animation was not nearly as good. For better or for worse, he is the guy that makes Ren and Stimpy. And while I understand you don't want to work with him, the work is probably not going to be very good if he's not involved. So the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to just simply not go back to this well. Don't go back to this well. It's tainted meat. We've been there. We got a few good seasons out of it. We have a couple of bad seasons out of it. Leave it be. Just leave it be. But anyway, that is my thoughts on this matter. What do you say? Are you going to be watching this new Ren and Stimpy show? Are you excited? Are you not? I would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.